everyone. Today we're going to make a slaw recipe, so a standard coleslaw with a little bit of an extra twist. We have some wild foraged herbs and some additional ingredients that we're going to add today as well, some wild foraged plants, thanks to Karen, that we got earlier. And so we're going to use some cabbage, some radish, and some carrots as the base, and then we'll go from there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then you can talk a little bit more about the medicinal properties of some of these wild foraged plants.
I know, out of the woods into the kitchen. It's so fun because as a registered dietitian and then a clinical herbalist with more of a focus on wild food nutrition, this is just going to be so fun to teach people how you can amp up the nutrients in your own kitchens. And I'm starving. I cannot wait to eat this.
Okay, so there's the carrots. I'm going to chop up the cabbage now.
And we got some of our veggies. I want to give credit to Heirloom Acres, David and Emily, the organic vegetable farm in Bargersville, Indiana. That is where we are hosting our first farm tour dinner. Can't wait. They grow so many amazing veggies, and they farm for a lot of the local farm-to-table restaurants throughout the Indianapolis area too.
I think this is Virginia pepperweed. Is that right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there as well.
Yep, super peppery. It's going to give you a lot of spice and a lot of kick. Virginia pepperweed is a natural antifungal. It has antibacterial properties. And guess what? It's anti-parasitic. Absolutely. So for people who are super concerned about parasites, if you add these amazing foods into your diet.
Yeah, and then this is dill.
Dill from our garden.
For sure, throwing that in there.
Dill is an amazing carminative. Dill is great for people who struggle with a lot of digestive issues. You know, they get a lot of gas and bloating after they eat. Dill is full of essential oils that is so awesome for helping to break down all that inflammation in your swollen lymphatic sites in your intestinal tract.
Yeah, I think of it like as a calming effect a little bit.
It is so calming.
Yeah.
Carminatives are calming, so that makes sense. They're calming for your
Okay.
Oh, this already looks so good.
Okay, and then this is...
That's garlic mustard.
Garlic mustard.
Which is highly invasive, but a lot of people spray it and kill it. We try to pull it up by the roots and harvest it. Garlic mustard's traditional use was always used to help treat bloodborne cancers in the body. And you can use it interchangeably like you would use garlic. Anything you would use garlic for, you would use garlic mustard.
So it tastes like garlic, which is the reason why we're going to add it. And then this is yellow cress.
Yellow cress. It's in the brassica family, so it's a mustard. In traditional Chinese medicine, this plant was always used to help treat sluggish digestion.
Interesting. So it's like a prokinetic a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Interesting.
And it's pretty.
And then the last one here, this is...
Wood nettle.
Wood nettle. Okay.
Wood nettle. That is full of proteins and, every mineral you could think of. It's outstanding.
Got some radish here as well.
Those are from David's farm. Aren't they beautiful?
They are. I love fresh radish.
Me too.
It's got a little extra kick that some people are not used to, but I love it.
I love them pickled.
Pickled radishes are amazing. Pickled radishes, pickled beets. Big fan.
They're really good with toothwort in the early spring.
Toothwort?
Like when you can harvest toothwort and then powderize it and then use it when radishes. It's just so good together.
I love radishes in like so many different ways. Okay. So we're just adding carrots, radish, and cabbage as the base here, and then we're just adding all kinds of other varieties of other ingredients. And you can use all kinds of different herbs and spices. You can make it different flavors like Italian flavors or Oriental flavors. We have some different spices here that we're going to add in a little bit too to give us some extra flavor. Okay, so I've got that pretty well mixed up. I'm going to grab this bowl. And then grab this out. Let me turn this off.
Why, as a registered dietitian, do you like a recipe like this? Like, what's your average person
That's
that
just
you would
super
use this
colorful.
for? I know, isn't
That is
that
awesome.
Look at those
I love that.
antioxidants.
That's amazing. Well, for one, I mean, I love all the different colors because eat the rainbow, right? Different colors equal different nutrients. And we know the benefit of your gut microbiome, your immune system, energy levels, whenever it comes to eating different colors of different foods. And then your wild foraged plants here are really high in nutrients and minerals as well. Right?
And they're just easy. They're easy to identify, and they're safe.
Okay, I'm going to stir with this.
Sure.
Okay.
Spoons, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. You have so many amazing, just real essential oils from the earth in here. It's just out. So you've got your polyphenols. Look at those antioxidants in there. All of that beautiful fiber that's going to feed your gut microbiome and your flora. It's just magic. Ugh,
I'm going to add a little bit of organic paprika, thanks to Tad.
I'm obsessed with that. It's my favorite on popcorn with Tad's paprika on popcorn with sea kelp and brewer's yeast, nutritional yeast. Yeah, I'm kind of addicted to it.
I think the fresh aspect of organic spices, people don't really give enough credit.
No.
Because it really changes the flavor of it, and it gives it a lot more robust flavor, I find, compared to like standard store-bought spices that have been there for who knows how long.
Yeah, they
oxidize. A lot of times. I'm also going to add a little bit of chili powder, again, just giving it a little bit of an extra kick. This is salt. We all know what salt is. I hope so, at least. Probably, right? A little bit of salt. I don't typically measure things.
I don't either. I hate it.
So I just go, throw it. All right, so remind me, what was this one?
So this is the salt that I like to make at the apothecary. I like to make wild spice blends. So that has turkey tail, that has reishi mushrooms in them, and it has bee balm and garlic mustard.
Okay. It smelled amazing whenever I smelled it earlier. Okay, and then this is rice vinegar that you can use any sort of vinegar that you want. So you can, again, different flavors from different ingredients. You can use rice vinegar, red wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, different things like that. So I'm just going to give this a little splash here and there.
I love vinegars.
You can use lemon juice, lime juice, all the things. I'm going to mix this around a little bit. And we also have pumpkin seeds, because if you're anything like me, you like a little bit of extra crunch in a lot of your recipes. And so you can use pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, maybe even chopped macadamia nuts. I don't know. And so I'm going to add some of these.
Oh, macadamia nuts would be really good. They're so fatty and amazing. I love to make macadamia nut milk.
Yep. It's good.
For hot cocos, they're so good.
That looks just super colorful.
I know! It's beautiful.
I love that. Okay. And then typically for dressings too, you'll add a little bit of sweetener here. So we have honey. Was that the sweetener that we were going to use for this?
Yep, local Indiana honey.
Okay. So I'm going to use a spoon. Just drizzle this. I could probably just drizzle this myself, but let me do a little bit of this. So the vinegar and the honey's the base, and then the last thing is I'm going to add some oil.
Is there a favorite oil you like? I love avocado, but I like hemp seed oil too.
Yeah, I mean, with this, olive oil, avocado oil are both great. I probably would use coconut oil in more like baking recipes, but I typically only use olive oil and avocado oil. If I can open this, maybe.
And it's perfect for summer. Summer slaws are so good. And this is a great alternative for people who don't like mayo. Or I love mayo.
Mm-hmm.
I love to make mayos.
One of the things that I was thinking about with this too is that you could, instead of the oil and vinegar base, you could even use like a hummus or a yogurt and use that as a way to combine everything and layer it together.
Oh my God, we could use our Super Gut yogurt.
You could use your Super Gut yogurt for sure.
Book club people.
Yep. Book club people who know all of the Super Gut yogurt. So this is now a super colorful coleslaw recipe that is going to be super fresh and just very, very colorful. You can throw this as an addition to a salad, a Buddha bowl, a Mediterranean bowl, or just eat this by itself. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, you could even make like veggie wraps out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a spring roll. Like it looks great for a spring roll.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Sure. I can't wait to eat it. So now I'm excited because we're going to make dessert.
Okay, yes. Okay, now we're going to make chocolate avocado mousse. We have some avocados here, as you can see. It's a super simple recipe. Avocado, cocoa powder, or chocolate that you can use, preferably Dutch processed, organic versions if you can find it. Typically it makes the chocolate flavor come out a little bit more. And then we have maple syrup. You can also use honey as well for the sweetener. So just these 3 ingredients and you're good to go. So I'm gonna.
And that is Tad's. So Gypsy Rain Organics maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
You know how fun this would be for cacao ceremonies?
Tell me a little bit more about cacao ceremonies.
I've only done 2, and they're super energizing. But you're using ceremonial type cacao.
Okay.
Where it hasn't been heated. It's amazing. But I want someone to do a cacao ceremony with avocado mousse. Wouldn't that be so fun?
Oh, that's interesting.
We could do that at our retreat.
With avocado mousse?
Yes, because Paige leads cacao ceremonies, and we can make avocado mousse.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be fun with ceremonial cacao? That would be a blast.
That would be really cool. I agree. One of the other things that we're going to do today is make the avocado mousse, not just avocado mousse by itself. We're going to add some additional strawberries towards the end for topping. And then we have...
Oh, we have some violet leaves. Violets are extremely high in chlorophyll, and they have a lot of moisture. So they're amazing for people who battle with dry conditions, whether you have like an IBS from a dry condition, you're adding moisture into that colon, right? Or if you have arthritic conditions, it's great to add those violet leaves, and they're naturally anti-inflammatory. But because they're so high in moisture content, they will blend so well in with the avocado and the maple syrup. And then we'll top it with really pretty wild rose flowers because they're really high in vitamin C, and that's the season we're in right now.
And rose flowers probably have like a very interesting little extra flavor to them too.
They do. That soft flavor.
Is that what they use for rose water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
perfect.
Make rose, yeah, your natural roses that haven't been hybridized whatsoever have lots of essential oils in them.
So here go the violet leaves, and then cocoa powder.
And then your ginger.
And then yes, we have ginger here as well. Ginger root that we just wild foraged for just recently. I'm gonna throw some of that in there. I'm gonna chop it up a little bit more.
So wild ginger is a traditional folk medicine that's traditionally used for cough syrups, anything respiratory health. It is extremely high in essential oils, but it's also high in a toxic oil, okay? So that toxic oil means that it's an acid, a toxic acid. So it's something that you don't want to ingest a lot of on a daily basis, right? So I like to make salad dressings with it. I like to do a vinegar infusion. I love to use it in desserts. I will add it to cough syrups, but it's not like a violet leaf or a nettle. It's not something that you want to ingest all the time because those toxic acids inside of it, they can cause gene mutations if you have too much of it, right? Where they can have caused gene mutations that have created different types of cancer because they will stress the kidneys. So I just want to make that clear because it's a great popular foraged food, but you also have to respect it.
Sounds pretty potent to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Super potent.
So we got the cocoa powder in there. You can add more if you need to. I'm a big fan of cocoa powder, so I typically add a little bit more. And then here's the Maple syrup going in.
Yum. Yum.
Okay.
That is like my favorite dessert.
I already put the ginger root inside, so now it's just time for us to blend.
Yay. Inside your own kitchen. So for all of us who love chocolate, you know, who have a sweet tooth, you know, I love to use this. If you've been in the apothecary and you've had any of my muffins that I'll make, I'll use this as an icing. You know, it's just so easy where you can have those sweet foods where they're not spiking inflammation in your body. Actually, anti-inflammatory.
So, whenever you're done, it should look a little moussey. Right? Almost like chocolate pudding. You can use it as chocolate icing. You can put it in little silicone trays and freeze it for snacks later, like a frozen Reese in the freezer. So now we're going to just plate this and then add another.
You can put it in the bowl.
Put it in the bowl. Take the blade out first.
That looks so good.
Okay.
And that's so pretty. Let's just shake some wild rose flowers on there. Darn it, they're not coming off like I wanted them to.
So this is wild rose flowers that we were mentioning earlier that we're going to sprinkle on top here.
Look how pretty that is. So if you had an event, you could go out and forage some wild rose flowers. I wanted elderflower, but they're not quite ready yet. But you could also do elderflower also, but then you can make it look really pretty and add some extra vitamin C. Super fun.
And most of us know already that chocolate goes really well with strawberries. For sure.
And it's strawberry season.
And it's strawberry season. So just imagine plating this in like a little ramekin at home or even a small little bowl and then just topping with fruit. So yeah, there we go. That's the chocolate avocado mousse with strawberries.
So good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to just dig in with all of this.